Welcome back to the Scholastic Ball Report. Our special guests of the week are two names that are familiar to all of you. We got Carl Nathe, the voice of the Wildcats, and we got Donnie Adkins, the voice of everything, here with us with William Moorfield. And tell us what all goes into what you do and how you do it.
Well, first of all, I just want to say, I'll admit to being the voice of Kroger Field, but Tom Leach might get upset.
Well, you know I
I appreciate the compliment. Donnie and I have been working together along with Mike Fannin up in the booth for 27 years. Jay Davis, who's on the scoreboard, has been there 5 years, but Donnie is my spotter and keeps me straight on who's making the tackles and so forth like that down on the field. Preparation during the week, I get to know the rosters and get to know the teams and study up and visit with the SIDs for the respective schools, Kentucky and whomever's coming into town. But anyway, Donnie, Mike, and Jay, we all kind of work together, the four of us, and we have Greg Herbert, who's head of the marketing and as far as the commercial aspect of things, helps us out with that.
Donnie's a former basketball coach. He coached Lafayette to a state championship. And Donnie Adkins, tell us what you do in your role here with Carl Nathe.
Well, Gary, it's kind of complicated in a way. My job is just to keep my binoculars on the football to see who has the ball or to see who gets tackled and relay that information on to Carl so he can make the announcement to who the ball carrier is, or if a ball is tipped or a punt is blocked or a field goal is blocked or an extra point or something like that. My job is just to kind of watch the ball and make sure that Carl makes the right call. Try to make him look good.
That's exactly right. And I tell you what, I mean this very sincerely. Couldn't do the job without these guys, because when you're up here in the press box, the ball goes fast. You can see the quarterback handing it off and so forth, but then the ball whips downfield. He saves me a lot.
But you know, before William gets this question, when 60,000 people hear you say, "First down, Kentucky," or is that what you say?
I do. When we get a first
that gets
down,
them fired up.
Well, I appreciate that, and I'm glad that, you know, when we first started doing this, Doug Bruce is actually the guy that coined that phrase, the guy that was my predecessor as a PA announcer years ago, and he did the basketball games at Rupp Arena many years. But Doug had started that, and in my first couple of years, they said, well, we're not going to do that first down Kentucky. Well, early in my third season, 1999, I get a call from athletics department, and they said, remember first down Kentucky? You need to jazz things up. We're going to pump up the crowd with that. And so we started doing that. Well, the first couple of years, I'd hear people on the street, they'd say, what are we doing celebrating first downs?
Yeah.
What about, I get touchdowns. Well, now it seems like people have kind of gotten used to it, and it's just a means of keeping the energy up in the stadium. And I do, you serve at the pleasure of the administration, and most people seem to like it. And of course, we love to say touchdown Kentucky.
Yeah.
Hey, with you guys being such a big deal at the college level, we're here today at the KHSA, state football finals. We got 3 games today, we got 3 tomorrow. What makes you guys come back and get back to the high school stuff like you are here this weekend?
Well, Donnie's, you go first.
From my standpoint, it's just I've always been involved in high school athletics, and that was my love. So to continue to do that and to give back to the sport, all sports, basketball, football, whatever it is, as the way I can do it, that's my enjoyment out of it.
We go back a long way, because my son was not on the basketball team, but he was a senior when Lafayette won the state championship in 2001. And Donnie's kind of the guy, I helped out doing baseball. He kind of got me doing Lafayette football. I did that for 12 years, including when my younger son was there. And then we've been together, as I said, this is our 27th year. Mike Fannin, me and Donnie all started doing this in 1997 here. But, the KHSAA, it's a great thing. Come here, and I think Julian Tackett, the commissioner, appreciates the fact that we're trying to give these kids kind of the big-time feel of being here at Kroger Field, and that's all part of it. And you guys, with the television stuff, it's outstanding as well.
Well, you do give the kids a big thrill. That they're all excited when they hear your voice in that public address. And Donnie, you do a good job with helping. This is our special guest of the week on the Scholastic Ball Report. Thanks to Carl Nathe and Donnie Adkins, as always. This is Gary Ball. We'll be back on the Scholastic Ball Report.